speaking to the power of the talent and the diversity that we have at NBCU, I want to bring out one of our very favorites, Mandy Moore, because I too have a date with her every Tuesday night in my home in the Pearsons. Mandy Moore, the star of This Is Us. Come on out, lady. Hello, lady. Hi. It's a big stage. It's a long walk.
It's a long walk out here, guys.
It is.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. We're so excited about all that Mandy brings to the table because not only are you an incredible star for one of our hit shows, This Is Us, but you're also back to music again. You got a new album coming out soon with your husband in this year, which aren't we all excited about that? We've missed Mandy singing.
Thank you.
But what I think is so great is that, you know, you've had this opportunity to relaunch yourself and relaunch your career, and then now going back to your roots. And I think that speaks to what NBCU has allowed opportunities for so many people like you with so many great talents.
It's pretty powerful. Yeah, I mean, this is my 20th year in the industry. I signed a record deal when I was 15, so it's like thinking about how the landscape has changed so much in the last 20 years. It's pretty mind-boggling. I mean, obviously it's like storytelling is always going to be king, and the people you choose to partner with and work with, that's going to be of the utmost importance.
Right.
And technology can't really replace honing your skill set. Like, that is what it is. But beyond that, everything has changed. The way you connect with people with the advent of social media, what you guys have been talking about so far, there's so much content that's been created. There's so many ways to view that content. But also I think the barriers, the limitations that have been put on people to be content creators have all but been erased in a sense. We all in our pockets have, you know, iPhones with better cameras than most professionals had for decades. And you can make a record on your laptop in your bedroom. So it's, in that sense, the world has opened up exponentially, and there's so many more opportunities for people to find a platform and to get their art out there.
I'm thinking about all the people who have, you know, been discovered on mediums like YouTube, singing, and all of that. How much that has changed the game. And we're going to have Esther Dean from Songland coming on a little bit as well. She could talk about that too. But for you, with new music coming out and everything as well, the ability to kind of tap into your This Is Us audience, but then also, you know, relaunch your music career. That has to be pretty incredible to have such a huge platform.
To have the platform of this television show that I think sort of awakened people that might have not been familiar that was sort of my initial entree into the industry. I've met plenty of people who are like, oh, I had no idea you did music. And so I have Dan Fogelman to thank for writing in the sort of musical backstory for my character, because it sort of, you know, broadened my audience for sure, but also it kind of ignited something in me and helped sort of get that fire going again and get me back into the studio.
What hasn't changed about our industry, do you think?
What hasn't changed? I mean, some of those things that I mentioned, like, it really is always going to come down to storytelling and the narrative, and I feel
characters,
absolutely. It's like, I think about wanting to move somebody, whether they're watching the content on a 5-inch screen or on a big screen TV at home. Like, I want to develop nuanced characters that whether someone's binge watching it or watching it week by week, that they're still just as invested.
And I think about what This Is Us has done in terms of breaking barriers. I mean, there's in terms of content.
Mandy's being very modest, so thank you for everything that you do on This Is Us, because the cultural impact of This Is Us and the change that happened in this country. You know, at NBC Universal, we often talk about This Is Us being the show that none of us in this country realized we really needed. And what it really did was break down the barriers so that we all have challenges in our families, and we all have differences and diversity in the family. But when the common through line is that we love each other and we're here to support each other, good and bad, hard times, that's what brings us all together. And that was really what awakened so many of us, certainly at our company, but the pride that we have to bring that to our viewers every week, and we talk about it, and now we just say that we have our best friends, our date with our best friends at Pearson's every week. I can't underscore the value of that impact, and I'm happy that it has awakened or educated an army of fans to support you in your music career.
Yeah.
But I really think it's important that when you have a platform like we have, and you put the storytelling first, it makes a difference.
Yes,
It does.
absolutely.
And how is NBCU then supporting and innovating based on the direction that you got from This Is Us and from fans who love the show?
Yeah, we learned so many things, and it's actually, we talk about the beauty of This Is Us is actually in its simplicity, and that we see ourselves in it. But when you talk about how technology really had to fuel the scaling of this show, because as choice has escalated and people have so many opportunities to watch so many other things, we needed to make sure that we brought This Is Us to the audiences. And I remember when we first debuted the promo for This Is Us, because we kind of had a hunch we had a super hit on our hands, but you're never really sure. So we launched the first promo or the trailer for This Is Us exactly like our sister movie studio would launch a trailer for the movie. And then it just caught on fire and went from there. So that's what was so exciting.
All right. Well, what